Monday, March 30th, 2026, AGNDD intelliReport topic. Owner of OnlyFans Leonid Radvinsky dies at 43. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this partially AI-generated article-based video. Leonid Radvinsky, 43, dies, built the adult entertainment giant OnlyFans. By leveraging social media and the influencer economy, he turned his website into a byword for online pornography in the 21st century. Leonid Radvinsky in an undated photo. He bought a majority stake in OnlyFans in 2018. When COVID hit in 2020, the site went into overdrive. Credit LR Foundation. By Clay Risen, The New York Times, March 25, 2026. Leonid Radvinsky, an innovative purveyor of online pornography who turned a tiny website called OnlyFans into an adult entertainment powerhouse, redefining the industry for the social media era, has died. He was 43. OnlyFans announced his death from cancer in a statement on Monday. It did not specify when or where he died. He lived in Florida. When he bought a majority stake in OnlyFans in 2018, the Ukrainian-born Mr. Radvinsky was already an industry veteran. He understood that the rise of social media and the influencer economy were fundamentally changing the internet, and that adult entertainment stood to benefit. The company, based in Britain, was making about $2 million a year by connecting adult content creators with subscribers. By 2025, thanks to changes that Mr. Radvinsky made, OnlyFans was earning an estimated $7 billion annually. Among those changes was encouraging OnlyFans creators to open teasingly racy, but not explicit, accounts on Instagram and other social media platforms as a way of raising their visibility and the sites. Mr. Radvinsky also added collaborative and tipping functions to OnlyFans to strengthen the bond that clients felt with their favorite accounts. He fostered the growth of an entire ecosystem of marketers, writers, and consultants around OnlyFans, driving up the production quality of its estimated 1 million creator accounts. And he invited celebrities to open their own accounts, either to dabble in suggestive content themselves or to use the site's outre allure to boost their brands. In doing so, he boosted the site's brand as well. The rapper Cardi B was an early adopter. The pop singer Lily Allen, who joined in 2024, said that at one point she was making more money by selling photos of her feet on the site than she was from her music. OnlyFans insists that it offers a wide range of content on various subjects, including cooking and dirt bike racing. But its core is pornography, so much so that it has become a byword for adult content online. The site was already booming when COVID hit in 2020, but the pandemic sent it into overdrive. With live venues shuttered, both creators and audiences flocked to OnlyFans. By the end of the year, it was adding about 500,000 registered users a day and paying creators some $200 million a year. And Mr. Radvinsky was well on his way to becoming a billionaire. Many creators lauded the company for removing onerous and sometimes abusive middlemen, and for paying them a generous 80% of subscription fees. Today, it claims more than 4 million creators and 370 million registered users. "The future is OnlyFans," declared the headline on a 2021 article in GQ magazine. But some creators complained that the company did not always pass along everything it owed to them, especially discretionary tips and other gifts. Mr. Radvinsky also faced repeated accusations of business misconduct, including money laundering and bribery, though none of the allegations were ever proved and most lawsuits against him were dropped. He was a remarkably private person. Only a few photos of him appear to exist, and details about his life are scant. His personal website makes virtually no mention of OnlyFans, focusing instead on his investments in open-source software. Leonid Radvinsky was born on May 30, 1982, in Odessa, Ukraine, when the country was still part of the Soviet Union. When he was about 6, his parents, Savily and Anna Radvinsky, emigrated with him to Glenview, Ill. In high school, he started a company called Cybertania that registered and sold adult-oriented domain names. He was under 18, so his mother signed the incorporation documents. He continued to expand his digital business operations as an undergraduate at Northwestern University. At one point, he owned nearly 1,000 domain names. He graduated as class valedictorian with a degree in economics in 2002. In 2004, Mr. Radvinsky founded a precursor to OnlyFans MyFreeCams, which allowed adult content creators to sell access to video feeds of them performing. The same year, Microsoft sued Mr. Radvinsky for spamming millions of people who used its Hotmail service, though a judge later dismissed the suit. MyFreeCams made him millions, but by 2015, its revenue was beginning to plateau. That was when he reached out to Tim Stokely, the British entrepreneur who had started OnlyFans with his brother and father in 2016. Mr. Radvinsky liked the site's interface, and he had ideas about how to scale the company's operations. In 2018, he bought 75% of the company for an undisclosed amount. Mr. Stokely stayed on as chief executive. The site's relationship with the pornography that drives its revenue has been an erratic one. OnlyFans had originally banned explicit content, but dropped the prohibition in 2017. It briefly reinstituted the ban in 2021, citing pressure from several banks that processed payments to creators, but then dropped it again 6 days later after finding an alternative financial institution. Not long after, Mr. Stokely stepped down as chief executive. That year, OnlyFans debuted OFTV, a safe-for-the-workplace site that offers cooking, travel, fitness, and other programming, all of it featuring people who are fully clothed. The company has insisted that it maintains strict controls to prevent children from accessing the OnlyFans site. But last year, Ofcom, the British media regulator, fined OnlyFans $1.4 million for having insufficient age verification standards. Mr. Radvinsky married Yekaterina Chudnovsky, a lawyer, in 2008. About the same time, he bought a lavish home in Boca Raton, FLA, though he retained extensive real estate holdings in Illinois, including farmland. Complete information on survivors was not immediately available. Over the past year, Mr. Radvinsky sought to sell OnlyFans, which has been valued at about $8 billion. At his death, Mr. Radvinsky had a personal net worth of about $4 billion. Clay Rizin is a Times reporter on the obituaries desk. A version of this article appears in print on March 28, 2026, Section B, page 11 of the New York edition with the headline, Leonid Radvinsky, 43, who built adult entertainment giant, dies.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers!